This is Penny Keener, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator and the original Keener inker. Today we're going to be making a flying pig card, and the stamp sets we're going to use is out of the annual catalog, the This Little Piggy, and out of our current mini catalog, the Thanks for the Laughs. The inks we're going to be using for this is the Tuxedo Black, Memento Pad, and also Pool Party. We're also going to be using our Stampin' Blend pens, both the light and the dark in the Flirty Flamingo, and our clear Winka Stella. For cardstock, we're going to be using Whisper White, Flirty Flamingo, and Pool Party. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using my Flying Pig, and I'm just going to stamp that onto a Whisper White piece of cardstock. And the reason I'm using the Memento ink pad is because it works well with our alcohol-based ink, which is what our Stampin' Blends are. So when I go to use these, I always start with the lightest one, and I use the brush tip. So this is our bullet tip with the thinner line and the brush tip with the thicker line. So I'm going to go ahead and color my entire pig with the light color. And I like using the brush end because I feel like you can do this quickly. And then once I get done with that lighter one, I'm going to go back with the darker one and add some shading as well as give it some detail. So I'm going to make the ears dark. I'm going to kind of outline the body here. I'm going to do the hoofs. And you can tell it does not look very pretty at this point, but I'm not done yet. So hang on while we keep coloring. And like I said, the really nice thing about these is you can keep layering and adding colors. So now I got the light one, I'm going back over it, and you can kind of see how that's starting to blend in. So I can keep layering it until it gets to be the desired look that I like. But I really like having the light and the dark so you can get kind of that shadowy effect. So how do you get, do pigs write secret messages? Well, they use invisible ink. So I'm going to continue adding some color to that, and then for the wings I'm going to use my Winka Stella, and what that's going to do is give it kind of a shimmery look. Then I'm going to use my paper snips to cut that out, which I've already done. And this little piggy here has been added many layers on it to kind of give it a more in-depth look. So now I'm going to build my card. I have my card base, which is the Pool Party, and it's pre-scored. So the valley goes on the outside and the mountain goes on the middle. And I'm going to use my bone folder to get a nice piece. Next, I'm going to take my Whisper White cardstock, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'm going to stamp my wording on that, and that is from the Thanks for the Laughs stamp set, and that's actually the wording I'm using. So it says Thanks for the Laughs, because I think it's pretty funny with a flying pig. So I'm going to take my detailed trio punch, and I'm going to round one corner. And so this punch is really cool because it has 3 different punches in it, and I'm just using the corner rounder one. So I'm going to push it all the way in and push down. My next layering piece is the Flirty Flamingo, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to do the same thing just in that one corner. So now I'm going to layer my pieces together using our snail all the way around. Add it to my Flirty Flamingo. And it's always good to get that straight, because I don't like it when it's wompy on there. And then I'm going to go around again. So on this one I'm going to add some ribbon. This is the scalloped linen ribbon in the Pretty Peacock, and so I already have a piece here cut. So I'm going to flip this over and place that where I want it, above the wording, and I'm just going to kind of tuck that around the back side, just like that. and add it to the front of my card. Now, because my pig is flying, I want to add a little color for the sky. So I'm going to take my pool party, and I'm going to use a dauber. I'm just going to ink up a little and then just kind of rub it around, and I want to kind of keep it pretty soft. I can add more color. Sometimes it's good to check it on a scratch piece of paper so that you, if your pad's re-inked, that you don't get too much on there the first time. That kind of gives me a cloud look. So then I'm going to take my pig that I finished earlier. I put dimensionals on the back. Take those off. Put him there flying, and now the wings really pop out with that little bit of blue behind. So now we have a flying pig card. Please check out my website and subscribe to my channel for quick videos on how you can be a keener inker too.